All right. What's up, everybody, tonight? It's time to play Goof on tonight. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is 8/28/25. August 28th, 2025. It's a Thursday. It's almost the end of the week, beginning of the holiday weekend. That's right. Labor Day is Moon Day. September Uno. And oh boy, is it going to be a lot of FUN. The number 4 ME. Remember last year? Me neither. Last year I was at Bayport Pier recording people on the boats. And all that footage is still on the drone. I haven't shown anybody that yet. Well, it really wasn't that exciting. I mean, you guys have seen most everything. I think I showed some. But anyway, I don't know. I want to do something different on Labor Day. So if I'm feeling well enough, I'm going to go to, I don't know if it's, it's near Tampa. It's one of the beaches. I flew my drone there last year too on the water. And then I went up to the condos right along the Gulf there. Remember, people were eating breakfast. Oh, what the hell is a drone? I don't know what he wants. Hello, Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here! I wish it was like that, but so I want to go fly the drone. I want to go record. I want to educate the public on our First Amendment holiday. Tonight I am interested in this show for many reasons. But there's a couple of things I'm going to talk about, and I wish I could have changed the thumbnail, but I already did. And hold on, let me take a look at something. The scariest thing, I mean, we always did. We have shows. We did shows. I've done a show where we did talk about what would happen if disclosure happened. Not like what would happen. Oh, people will loot and this and that. We talked about that. I want to talk about what should happen. Yeah. What should happen the day after full alien or whatever this is disclosure. You see, I want to just say everything is technology that we created. I would love to believe it was from the ideas anyway, or however they came up with it, was from back engineered alien craft that crashed. See, I never liked that narrative because there's over 100 UFOs that crashed. But Rich, don't you know, they've got the radar thing, it does zap it. Yeah, we're working with the same technology the aliens are using. Right. Shut off. I don't even buy it. Because that's not how they got all 100 of them anyway. A lot of those came 100 years ago. 200, 1,000. Well, capiche? So something's wrong with that narrative. I never liked it. It doesn't make sense that all these UFOs would be dropping out of the sky. They can traverse the universe, but come to Earth, boop, there you are. Go get it. Now, those UFOs are turning into unprovable sphere technology. I still think all the spheres we see are hoaxes. I think they're digitally added, or it's AI somehow. Yeah, I don't buy it. Even the Boogosphere. Oh, that whole video is bullshit. See the clever edit at the end. Nobody but me talked about that clever edit where it's coming down, it's about to land. Next thing you know, it's not even the same area. It's like the grass is overly grown. You can barely see the guy walking over. It's a cut, and nobody talks about how it's just weird because it looks nothing like where the thing looked like it would landed in. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody ever does. They actually, I think they cut it out. I think somebody was watching my show and saw me say that, and they were cutting it out. They cut it out and reposted it. I don't know. I have to find the original again, but I don't buy all those fears. I'm not buying it. I can't. There's something wrong with them. Anyway, we'll talk about what should happen the day after, not what will happen. What should happen? Who is here tonight? Let's do a little roll call here. We got what? 8 people. I'm joking. Brian Yates, how do you do? Welcome to the show. FAP, we see. Welcome to the show. UFO, yo, how you do? Good, welcome. David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Welcome to the show. What is this? Radar love or bat out of hell? Yeah, that's good. Clever. A radar love. Who sang that? Something L or something with a letter. Who sang that? You got me going. Bat out of hell's Ozzy from the album Bat out of hell. Welcome to the show. Samo, Goofonian Rockstar. What's up, Chief? Welcome to the show. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for doing all this. Brookers, huh? Yeah, I know. Welcome to the show. Sky Allen, Skybird, what do you say? How do you be? Welcome to the show. Christopher, the Observer, Christoph Observe. What do you say, Christoph Observe? Brian Yates, did I already say that? What the hell? I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. What do you say, Mr. Thuthmucker? Love that name. You know what movie that's from? I think it's the original Superman. Right? Wasn't that the name of Lex Luthor's secretary that was with him all the time? S. Mocker, something like that. What do you say? Up the Ziggurat? Liggity split. How do you do, man? Welcome to the show. Triple C's in the house. Chicken Coop Confidential. Lucian. Giddy up. All right, if I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. Oh, no. I don't think it was Golden Earring. No, it wasn't. I promise. Couldn't have been. Radar Love was Golden Earring. You're right, it is, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Radar Love. Yeah, what am I doing? It came to me. It came to me. Calm down. A Radar Love. Dun, 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 dun. That is such a cool tune. What's the other one they did? Twilight Zone. Help, I'm slipping into the twilight zone. This is to be found. I'm feeling I'm home. Right? The feeling's been truth and the truth is gone. Where we're gonna go and where we're gonna go. Help, I'm slipping into the twilight zone. Right? Remember? All right. Good song. I always that was Golden Earring. Yeah. Yeah, that was. Good job, man. Would you say it was? It was Golden Earring. Is that what you said? Yeah, Golden Earring. Good job, guys. I love this crowd. How's Metalhead feeling after a few days after that big birthday? Hope you're doing well, brother. Is he here? I don't know. I thought I saw him for some reason. I don't know why I said that if he's not here. Yeah, a little different attitude I have today than yesterday. I don't know what I was on. That was some euphoric weed. Stuff I'm on now is like, yo, even kill. No, I've been a little tired. I'm going to be great tomorrow, though. I'm finally breaking through this. My blood sugar spiked to 250, 270, I believe. And it hasn't been like that in 4 months. I don't know how it got out of control. But I got it back down now, so I feel fantastic again. God, that sucked. It was the worst. But nothing's worse than hemorrhoids. No. I want to talk about a lot of different things tonight, like I always do. First, I have to say it. I know you know, but if you want to help support the team, support this super chat, super sticker, PayPal, cash. All the links are in the show description. I know what to do. All right, here we go. I still hate saying that stuff. Okay. I got a couple of videos to go over. Typical stuff. Yeah. We're in, get rid of that. Okay. Jay Stratton news. This makes me happy. I'm not a Jay Stratton fan. You know why, right? You probably heard me say over the years, he's the one responsible for what all those dummies believe around him. You know, the Corbells, the Eleganzos, they all go by that same narrative. It's identical. They all believe it. It's weird. Why? Why do they believe in, the Tic Tac stories? And then you got the Ryan Graves story, Fravor. That's so weird. Forgot to put his helmet cam on you. That guy is the best of the best back then. Was. Yeah, I see talent. You got to give Fravor the talent. Credit. But he's a terrible liar. Terrible. I think back a few years ago, Alien Addict even proved it. You just know an interview's been chopped up and they asked the question, same one probably over and over. I mean, you can see there was an edit so many times when Fravor was speaking, and then next thing you know, it was edited, and you're like, why? And nobody else is. Yeah, he brought that up. That was good. Good stuff there. He caught that. And, it's just, of course, everybody's going to be under a microscope. You're going to come out as a whistleblower, preferably, hard to speak. We would like to see evidence. And I don't think we'll ever get that. Sadly, I really would like to see something before I die. Because it could happen anytime. Well, I'm going to play this video. Bombshell news about Jay Stratton. Yeah. This is from Vetted. Oh my God. And he says this is his top 5 videos he's ever made. Well, that's clickbait opinion-y. So I'd like to see what it's all about. I like this guy, Patrick. He does a really good job. Matter of fact, I was thinking of changing Goof On into that type of show. You guys would like that instead of me doing this every night. I could do this maybe 2 nights a week, and then the other nights I could do that. If you guys would rather see that, put a 1 in the chat. I need to know these things. I don't ask too much questions. I need to know what you guys want. Because I want to do something different. I want to, change it up. Here, check it out.
There's Patrick here with Vetted. I saw this tweet last night
about Jay Stratton, okay? Does anyone else find it confusing and concerning that Jay Stratton is going on skinwalker cruises instead of skiffs and congressional hearings, and that Representative Burleson said that Grusch told him he's not a person of interest for UAP information? Well, I'll be a truth-telling monkey. Oh, I'll be. Look at that. Somebody told the truth. See, Jay Stratton creates the narrative that all these guys lived by. It's my opinion. I don't know if I have any proof of it, but I think this is the guy who delivered the stories. I don't know if he came up with them. He may have had a hand in it, but this is the guy.
Does anyone else find it confusing
He's just
and concerning that Jay Stratton is going on skinwalker cruises instead of skiffs and congressional hearings, and that Representative Burleson said Grusch told him he's not a person of interest for UAP information. Yes, Astral, wait till you see my video about this tomorrow. I've been thinking the same thing. Well, tomorrow is today. And today,
Is now.
we look into Jay Stratton and why I'm going to convince you he should absolutely be testifying in the UFO hearing. It's an outrage while he's not, because by the end of
He's not, because he's a liar. Woohoo! Now, what I'm saying right there, I don't have proof, but a lot of people on that side of ufology, that the peeps that he hangs out with, they just adore him. Or at least they used to. Times are changing. Everyone is man or woman for himself. Haven't you noticed the way everybody's just arguing a little bit more on that side of ufology? Things just aren't, as fun as it used to be. Oh yeah, they'll blame Trump with their TDS, of course, but it's Stratton.
this video, you're
I
probably
promise.
going to be irate of why he's not even being considered. So let me convince you why Jay Stratton is so important to testify. Now, this is Jay Stratton here, right? As you can see, he's also...
He looks like a guy who was transported from 1750, right? He looks like they just dressed him up in today's clothes, but he looks like he's from the past. I think he's a time traveler, if you really want to get to know. Anywho.
known as John F. Stratton. So he might be referred to that somewhere in this video. But before we get going any further, let's cover the viral clip of Eric Burleson talking about Jay Stratton, which prompted Astral's entire tweet and me making this video entirely, because
And us watching.
up to this point, I'm thinking, yeah,
it was put together. Hey Eric, how's it going, man? I had a couple, just two questions for you, really. Have you and the task force, have y'all spoken to Jay Stratton at all since it was put together?
No, we have not.
Have
should.
y'all wanted to look into, since he's Lou's boss and everything? Have y'all
Is there
at
a
least
reason?
inquired about it?
Is there a reason why you haven't specifically looked at Jay Stratton? Has he just not come across your desk, or have you been? Is there any mention of him at all?
Yes, I mean his name has come up multiple times. It's not one of the ones that Grusch seems to see as a high profile or somebody that is a priority.
not a priority.
Wow. Oh my God. Jay Stratton is all we ever hear about.
What? Again, I'm going to convince you in this video why he is absolutely a priority. All right, betters, please hit that like button. That really helps out the videos. And
All
of
right,
course, if you're not
Goofonians,
already
please hit
subscribed,
that like button
please hit
and
that
please
subscribe button. I'm
support
trying to get to
Goofon
100,000
through
subscribers
ufology
before the
ufology.
end of the year. First thing, he has a book coming out.
He's got a book
right here, you can see in this Deadline article. HarperCollins acquires rights to bombshell memoir from Jay Stratton, former director of U.S. government's Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force. And inside the article, it says this: Stratton is the most senior former U.S. government official
to go public about their direct involvement in the investigation of UFOs and non-human intelligence. He's dedicated more time to UAP-related issues than any other government official actively shaping and directing U.S. policy and investigation in this complex field. At the time of his retirement, he was the civilian equivalent rank of a 2-star general or admiral, a level reached by less than 1% of all federal employees. He served the U.S. for over 32 years, both on the battlefield and as a senior member of the national intelligence community, actively contributing to the U.S. President's daily briefing on national security.
to go public about their direct involvement 2 years. Intelligence community actively contributing to the U.S. President's daily briefing on national security. But hey, he's not a priority. What?
Does anybody know? I'm going to look at you guys in the chat right now. I want to know why you think they're leaving Jay Stratton out. Now, I think it's temporary, and it's just this next hearing, September 9th. They're not, look, they have an agenda too. Maybe his involvement in everything doesn't really have to do with the person or people whistleblowing on the 9th. So there's no reason he needs to be there. Oh, but individually, we'd like to ask you a few questions. But be that as it may, not on the 9th.
I'm not done. I have so much more. He has a documentary coming out called The Age of Disclosure. Have you heard of this?
Are we alone in the universe? The question is back in the spotlight as government officials speak out in a new documentary.
I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
An explosive documentary is setting out to prove aliens are real and the government is covering it up. The new film, The Age of Disclosure, claims to reveal an 80-year cover-up of the existence of non-human intelligent life and a secret war amongst major nations to reverse engineer technology of non-human origin.
He's seen alien bodies. Here's both of the instances from the Age of Disclosure documentary where Jay Stratton, in a matter of seconds, explains why he's an absolute priority to be testifying in these hearings.
For over 16 years, on behalf of the U.S. government, I worked as a senior intelligence official on the unidentified aerial phenomenon topic. I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
And why is the Age of Disclosure so important? It's not just me saying it. Listen to Joe Rogan. Hal Puthoff.
The Age of Disclosure.
Amazing documentary.
It's an amazing documentary.
Really hope that gets released somewhere big, like Netflix.
That film comes out, that's going to be disclosure on steroids, I think.
And here he is telling Aaron Rodgers how important this documentary is. Again, the biggest podcast platform on the planet, talking about how important the Age of Disclosure is.
They think this documentary is going to break the well.
Really?
Or break the dam, rather. Yeah, they think this one's pretty intense.
Even sitting members of Congress are tweeting it out. Anna Paulina Luna, Tim Burchett, Moskowitz. What are we talking about? I mean, this is Representative Luna on...
Guys, did you see what Luna said? Hold on. I think I skipped it.
Telling Aaron Rodgers how important this documentary is.
Non-human craft.
Disclosure so...
Disclosure.
Amazing
documentary.
Big, like Netflix.
That film comes out, that's going to be disclosure on steroids, I think.
And here he is telling Aaron Rodgers how important this documentary is. Again, the biggest podcast platform on the planet, talking about how important the Age of Disclosure is.
They think this documentary is going to break the well.
Really?
Or break the dam, rather. Yeah, they think this one's pretty intense.
They say that every
sitting members of Congress are tweeting it out. Anna Paulina.
Look at what Anna Paulina Luna says. The truth is coming. Watch the explosive trailer for The Age of Disclosure revealing the government's cover-up of non-human intelligent life. Gee, didn't we hear all about that already? Come on. 34 senior U.S. government insiders break their silence in this unprecedented documentary film. Oh, geez. Eat it. What are we going to hear about? Let's find that. Let's pull it up. Can we pull that up, Joey? What's so funny? Pull it up. Age of Disclosure. Coming soon. Here we go. Yeah, I remember. I think I played this. This does look good, actually. Right? It's out already. I think I watched this. I can't even remember. What's wrong with me? I think I saw this. Here's the 2-minute trailer. 2.5.
People are ready to receive the truth.
Oh, please! Oh, no!
Humanity is not the only...
Oh, no, none of those are real or proven. Oh, no, Splash Splash. That wasn't Splash Splash. That was skipping through the water. We all know what happened there.
Intelligence in the universe.
Humanity is not the only intelligent species.
We are absolutely not alone.
Non-human intelligence exists.
UAPs are real. They're here, and they're not human. I spent 25 years as a senior official with the CIA.
I worked on highly classified UAP programs.
28.
Guys, if they know so much about these so-called aliens, why don't they tell us where they come from? They say they don't know, right? But yet they want us to believe that they exist. Without any evidence, mind you. Just going off of their story. Geez, does this sound like 2001 all over again? 34 whistleblowers, Greer had 400, but 40 on stage that day. It's the same thing. This is it's interesting, but it's not disclosure. You need evidence.
Years as an astrophysicist.
I served as the 4th Director of National Intelligence.
Director of Aviation Security in the National Security Council.
A one-star admiral after 32 years of service.
People that come forward with this, I feel like they've taken their life in their own hands.
I was recruited to a highly sensitive government program that investigated unidentified aerial phenomenon. For over 16 years, on behalf of the U.S. government, I worked as a senior intelligence official on the unidentified aerial phenomenon topic. We learned that the U.S. government was involved in a long-running secret war with other nations to collect and reverse engineer vehicles not made by humans. I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
It's rotating. There's a whole fleet of them.
The first country that cracks the code on this technology will be the leader for years to come.
China has established its own version of a UAP task force.
You think for a second that they wouldn't consider using it to achieve their ends of domination?
This is similar to the Manhattan Project. This is the atomic weapon on steroids.
This is so secret. Very, very few people in our entire government have been allowed access to it.
Even presidents have been operating on a need-to-know basis, but that begins to ramp out of control.
It's not acceptable to have secret parts of government that no one ever sees.
You better be careful about a government that doesn't trust its people, because there's no telling what they'll pull on you.
This is the biggest discovery in human history.
You had information being locked away that could change the trajectory for species.
It has so many beneficial impacts, including clean energy.
We should have disclosure today. We should have disclosure tomorrow. The time has come.
What else you want to know?
Do you use 2-ply? Do you fold? Or do you crumple? Jesus Christ. Get back to vetted.
Nina Luna, Tim Burchett, Moskowitz. What are we talking about? I mean, this is Representative Luna on Joe Rogan talking about the age of disclosure being shown to Congress behind the scenes.
There's a big documentary that was filmed about 1.5 years ago, and we're trying to get a screening up on Capitol Hill.
The Age of Disclosure.
Yeah,
right?
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good, and it doesn't even have any like UFO footage. I mean, maybe like a little bit.
It's just testimony.
It's just testimony. And at the end of it, you kind of draw this conclusion like, oh, this makes sense. Like this, what they're essentially saying is one of the problems is if they have been funding these secret programs, then for all these years, they've been misappropriating money.
Oh, yeah. And they've been lying to Congress.
And again, Jay Stratton is a star of this movie. He's featured player. They show his clip all the time inside the trailer. That's like the bombshell moment in the trailer. But again, he's not a priority, according to David Grusch. What? This doesn't make any sense why Grusch would tell Burleson that and why Burleson wouldn't understand everything I've laid out for you just so far, right?
You know, Patrick hasn't been around that long. He doesn't think of everything right away. He'll get there. But this is all about ego, right? I don't think Grusch is a big fan of Stratton's anymore. I think he sees him for who he is and what he's done and what he's heard about and what he'll find out. Damn, that should be a t-shirt.
How important Jay Stratton is. But look, let's rewind a little bit. This is Travis Taylor, who's featured on the Skinwalker Ranch show. Well, he actually worked with Jay Stratton, and they were the ones who got David Grusch to begin his investigation to begin with.
But they had UAP hearings, and one of the star witnesses was David, and I can't say his last name. Grusch.
Yeah.
Who you know.
Yes.
And how do you know him?
Well, so Jay Stratton was the director of the UAP task force, and I was his chief scientist. And we had another guy that was kind of an equal level of Jay. Jay was a two-star admiral equivalent, and the other guy was in what is now Space Force. And we needed someone that could go and start looking through all the classified programs and see if they could find evidence of crash retrieval and old programs. And so the one guy that was in Space Force said, "Oh, I got a guy that's on contract for me right now that's good at that." And it was Dave Grusch. And so we gave Dave the assignment, go and see what you can find out. And you see now on all the hearings what he found out. And there's a lot more to it that he can brief inside a classified environment.
Right.
But Dave is the real deal. I mean, it was his assignment.
So if this is if there's a big concern about the reallocation of funds, all they have to do is look at the history of the world and government, because that's what happens in the government. They always lie about where the funds go and how much goes and who it goes to and why it's going to. They always lie. Why? I don't get it. Oh, wait, I get it. So they can get more money than they need. Capiche?
Assignment to go and figure this stuff out. And then there were times when he got to a door, they would either shut the door in his face or tell him if they asked that question again, bad things would happen. So I mean, and that's why we're like, well, the Inspector General needs to know about this. Congress needs to know about this.
So again, explain to me how Jay Stratton is not a priority here. Why is David Grusch saying this? David Grusch, according to Travis Taylor in the story,
This is weird, but it's all ego.
David Grusch wouldn't even be where he's at without Jay Stratton.
Let's see what
Now, we're going to
Elizondo
sidetrack
says.
for a little bit here, okay?
Oh.
Stay with me. We're going to come back to Jay Stratton. But this is kind of interesting because while making this video, I noticed Travis Taylor say something in that clip on this Rick and Bubba show. There was another member at Space Force, right, who he doesn't name, who's like, "Hey, I got somebody, David Grusch." Who is that? Who is this guy that recommended David Grusch? And the follow-up question to Rick and Bubba should have said, why David Grusch? Of all the people, why David Grusch, right? Check this clip out of Luis Elizondo clearly admitting that he worked with David Grusch back in the day at Space Force.
You know, I worked with David Space Force.
What?
I don't know if that's public knowledge, but I'll say it. What the hell?
And not only that, Luis Elizondo explains on another podcast how important the work him and David Grusch did at Space Force. In fact, it outweighs.
Oh my God, guys. This is now you see in all full display for the world to see the ego coming into play of David Grusch and Delegonzo. They are keeping Stratton out. He won't stay out. That's the whole thing. He'll be back. This is childish. This is absolutely amazing and childish. It's so fun to watch so-called adults who are younger than me, which is weird, act in such a way. It's like, how did they do anything over there? How did anything get done? Actually, we don't see any of it. Lou Elizondo, we can't find anything with his signature on it. No, it's all been destroyed. Yeah. All right. Anyway, this is so weird. All right, listen to the rest.
quote, the work done at ATIP and OSAP.
But there's a lot of people like Dave Grusch who had to go through a lot worse than I did as far as repercussions. Within 24 hours, they tried to bury his career. And, love him or hate him, irrelevant. He is a patriot. And I worked with him at U.S. Space Force. I wasn't allowed to say where, but at this point, I don't care anymore because people are like, oh, well, he didn't really. Yes, he did. We worked in his SAP-F facility, a skiff together, and our only job was UAP. And no.
All right, guys. I'm going to talk real quick. Okay. I've said all along that what whistleblowers are doing now is treasonous. David Grusch did what he was told to do. It's obvious. And now they're playing favorites. It's really weird. I was going to say something and I lost my train of thought. Shit. Because my neighbors are so loud out there. I know they can hear everything, but I hear all their shit coming in here. Damn it.
No one knows that. And I'll tell you right here and right now, for the first time, that's exactly what we were working on, and Space Force was paying us to do it. And this was after ATIP.
Hold on. Let me go back to hear that one more time. Because I talked in the middle.
A lot of people like Dave Grusch, who had to go through a lot worse than I did as far as repercussions. Within 24 hours, they tried to bury his career. And, love him or hate him, irrelevant. He is a patriot. And I worked with him at U.S. Space Force. I wasn't allowed to say where, but at this point, I don't care anymore because people are like, oh, well, he didn't really. Yes, he did. We worked in his SAP-F facility, a skiff together, and our only job was UAP. And no one knows that. And I'll tell you right here and right now, for the first time.
Wow. Gee, imagine if we had full transparency. What a piece of crap this guy is. Wow. Told you. Always lying Lou. Boo-hoo Lou. It's always about him. God, he looks awful. He's trying to comb his hair in such a way like he's going to cover up his scalp. Dude, just shave it so you look like a penis with ears. Be the man you were born to play.
That's exactly what we were working on, and Space Force was paying us to do it. And this was after ATIP. So when people are saying, oh, well, there wasn't anything to see here.
That's what I was saying. So it's treasonous. I feel like David Grusch should be in prison. This stuff is supposed to be top secret shit. Nobody's supposed to know about it, right? Okay. He signed a lot of papers, I'm sure, right? He went into, what did he do? He talked to those people at the DOD to get permission to say what he's saying, which really isn't whistleblowing. But when he comes out and he says, oh, they were stealing money here and bringing it over there, and then we don't know where. Yeah. That's been happening forever, tattletale. I mean, God, what a baby. They're taking money from here and they're using it for their UFOs over there. Oh, boy. So what? That's what top secret programs do. That's how they lose the paper trail. I guess. I mean, right? I don't know why. Well, they were saying they were taking this much money, but they were really taking this much. And that's stealing. That's stealing. I'm not going to have anybody steal my money. These are my tax dollars. That's the Grusch excitement move.
That's not true. And in fact, some of the most compelling data that we have right now in the U.S. government was a result of our time at Space Force, not at ATIP, because we had better technology, more capabilities, more persistence.
So everything that David Grusch and Luis Elizondo...
How come we didn't know that shit when we met him? Right? Hey, by the way, I worked with ATIP and time at Space Force with a couple of people you'll learn about later. Never heard that. See, you're not getting the full story. This proves it. That Lou Elizondo is a piece of shit, lying asshole. Sorry, but not sorry. He's a turd. Government issued turd.
Found that Space Force was far better than all of this stuff and all this amazing stuff. And then no one asked Luis Elizondo about this while he's testifying. And David Grusch too. Like, what are we talking about? And again, this all connects back to Jay Stratton. But my point of rabbit trailing here was, is Luis Elizondo the guy that actually got David Grusch to go on the investigation? Is that who Travis Taylor is talking about at Space Force? Because he can't tell if Luis Elizondo's like, we work side by side, or I brought David Grusch on. There's no real details there. So I'm just a little confused, because that would be interesting if Luis Elizondo was actually the one that got it going, right? Who Jay Stratton reached out to Luis Elizondo. Hey, I got a guy at Space Force, David Grusch. I'm not.
Is Jay Stratton.
Rooftops for years.
He is the only military man to work on 3 major UFO investigations, including one based here in Las Vegas. The official is Jay Stratton, and he has never spoken in public or even granted an interview, that is, until he sat down with our very own George Knapp.
I mean, they even tout that Jay Stratton coming out and doing an interview at all is such a big deal, right?
Or UFO has been my job. And what I mean by that, I didn't really have a passion growing up. I didn't have all the books. I didn't watch all the TV shows. I stepped into a job at the Defense Intelligence Agency where some things came across the desk.
From 2000. Green footage from the USS Russell, which that George Knapp obtained and released. So somebody filmed a screen and shouldn't have done that, but that's not me. It's journalists. There's shield law. Obtained and released, but you've seen it. They played it in Congress, right? Okay. Was that, to the best of your knowledge, is that a camera artifact of the iris, the shape that you see in the green footage? We'll call it green. Is that an artifact?
Say yes.
To my knowledge, based on 3 PhDs, it is the shape in that video is the shape that you're seeing, and that it is a pyramid, and that it is so.
Oh my God, dude. See? You see? He's delusional. Well, he's either delusional about the reality he's living in, and he could be really sick mentally, and nobody said anything all these years, and this guy creates fairy tales. I've been saying it for 15 years or so. I don't know. It's been forever. However long he's been out, that's when I've been saying it. That's all I can say. It doesn't take long. It didn't take long for me to figure out he's the guy. Nobody knows it. Nobody's saying it but me. This is the guy. He's created everything. All the bullshit stories. Even Greer uses his stories. It's amazing.
Illuminating.
He's saying the Jeremy Corbell green one, where it's got the iris effect, because, it's, what do they call that? He's saying that's not an artifact. Every single dot turns into a triangle, you moron. Or he's delusional, or he is a paid disinformation agent, a legit disinfo agent. And I really believe that he has triggered so many false stories in the UFO community. He has absolutely watered down the credibility of everyone who comes out with the real legitimate story. Because of him and his fakeness, and everybody believing it because he's Jay Stratton. For whatever reason, they believe this guy. He's very convincing to these people that what he said he saw and witnessed, and everybody used the same stuff. It's bullshit, dude. I've been saying it for years.
Say if it was a known U.S. technology,
I would have admitted that, right?
Right.
I said it was unknown.
But look, at the end of the day, George Knapp absolutely says it better than anyone else. Why Jay Stratton is a priority to testify.
I think it's kind of a long shot to get either one of these guys, but they'd be great. One is Jay Stratton, The other is Dr. Jim Lukatsky. And of course, Jay Stratton, we had him on Weaponized, working on UFO related issues, but he'd be a great witness if they can ever talk him into it.
And where are we at now? This is Jeremy Corbell within the last couple months talking about 3 witnesses he wants to bring forward.
Okay, we get it. Jay Stratton, why isn't he? Nobody knows that. Da-da-da-da. Okay, got it. God, that was kind of getting a little redundant there. But it was interesting. I'm telling you, I said everything I needed to say during that video. I am going to play this video. I have some of you out there who will never believe in a video like this. Let me get it there first. This is the only video that I've ever seen. Yeah, how come it's not showing up? Oh, there it is. This is the only video that I have ever seen that I believe something weird is causing this situation that you're about to see. And I know people here in this chat room are going to say either this or that or it's fake. You'll see. It's real. This is a real thing. It really happened. And it was on video. And it's not fake. I hate when people tell me things that aren't true. How do you know more than me? Huh? Did you do any research into these videos? Here, you'll see.
Very odd going on in the sky above her. She grabbed her phone and started to record.
All right, everybody sees me walking. I'm walking. Look. This plane isn't moving.
Huh?
It's not moving.
That plane is not moving. Now, I looked it up. If a plane was flying into wind and the wind stalls it right there, it would drop out of the sky. Unless it's caught in some sort of... You can hear it.
But it sounds like it's moving.
There's people out there.
Now, Jennifer claims that the small airplane had been flying in the same spot, not moving at all, for hours before she finally decided.
Guys, for hours it stayed in the same spot. Come on, man.
Decided to grab her phone and record the video. As you can see in the clip, many others also noticed the strange plane and filmed it as it is seemingly frozen in the sky.
This is the best one I've ever
seen. Could it be that Jennifer captured a, quote, glitch in the Matrix? Or is there some simpler explanation? You tell me. Simpler explanation. You?
Look at this over here. I'm looking at this. Stella Rosa, Texcan, I don't know what that says. But it's pulling a banner. How can it be stuck there that long? That is so bizarre. And what I want to know is, why don't we get the rest of the video? Do you know what would be really amazing to see? The actual plane leave. Or, you know, that's the most important thing. How do you not get that? Here's what a normal, real thinker would say. I'm going to stay here until it moves, and I'm going to record until I can't record anymore, until phone batteries run out. Because I want to see it move. What is it going to do? Is it going to run out of gas and fall out of the sky? Is it going to disappear? Is it going to go backwards? Is it going to go upside down? I don't know. But I'm going to stay right here. We don't get any more than what we just saw. I'm so enraged about that. How many videos do I see every day that they do that to us? It makes me think that it's got to be fake, but it isn't. This is not fake. That's a real event that happened. That's the weird thing about it. Very strange. Very cool. You know, that is cool. I would love to see that. I'm not allowed to have good experiences anymore because I talked shit. The UFOs, they don't want me to do it. They said they'll come back immediately if I be nice. So I'm doing a nice show. All right, let's give you... let's do this. We haven't played one of these videos in a while. Yeah, that's right. It's third phase of moon. Check it out. It's a good one, though. Welcome back. Look at that.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. You've got Blake and Brent Cousins. New videos just into Third Phase of Moon today. Take a look at this. Coming out of Iowa.
The high top. I did my mom's phone. Hopefully she is. Oh, man, what the fuck is that? Is that like a globe? No, that's not a fucking globe, man.
Guys, this makes no sense to me at all.
Right, we're going to watch this once again, get a close-up.
Hold on. Look at this. Here,
Let's
get a better one.
of these two objects up in the sky, suspended. There's two angles of this event. This guy was driving down the streets of Iowa.
Okay, that's good. You have this object up in the top right that I can't determine what it is. And then this guitar, churner, axe. I don't know. What in God's green earth?
And then he noticed this strange formation. He began to film and he captured this on camera. What the heck are we looking at? Is this some kind of drone carrying an advertisement banner or a kite? I don't know. I haven't quite seen it like this, but look at that little drone. Is that a drone carrying something, towing a banner? Brent, your thoughts here?
Yeah, it's very unique. Definitely, we have it's quite a large object, just center frame there, and something to.
I don't understand. You know, I don't get this one. I don't know what that means. And it's up in the freaking sky. Now, the next one, I'm going to tell you what I think is going on, and then you watch it and tell me if you think real or CGI. Ready? You're going to see somebody driving down the road, recording forward. I think somebody recorded the road for about 2 minutes and inserted the object you're about to see. Now, the trees are going to block this object out continually. And it seems like sometimes you should be able to see the object through the trees. Sometimes I can't, and I pause it and I go frame by frame and I just don't see it where I think I should see it, but I'm not sure if it's because it's going, you know, they're driving fast, the trees are closer than they look when you're right next to them. You be the judge. I just want you to focus. The camera always stays in this position. It's like just casually record here and make sure you get the sky with the road so we can insert the... That's what they did. But some people think this is real, so... I couldn't see it over here. I remember that. This was one of the places. And then there it is, you know. See how it disappears sometimes behind those trees. At least I think so. Right there, we should have seen it. Couldn't see it. And then it pops up. Sometimes you can see it through the trees. Watch this. You'll be able to see it. Oh, you see.
Coming in right here at Third Phase Moon, a broad daylight sighting. The man puts his finger over the lens, I think, to prove that whatever he's capturing is actually up in the sky. There's no manipulation that we can see, and whatever this craft is, it's massive. It's off in the distance.
Okay, so I guess it might be there, or they're very good editors. You can still make a fake video. Put your thumb there means nothing, really.
I don't know. It's screaming TR3B to me.
Oh boy.
Let's get a close-up of this. This is wicked. Look at that. Straight up TR3B, the classic triangle-shaped craft, just hovering there, probably about 150 feet off the ground. And just this.
Every time it goes behind, it fades away. You can't see it. Let's see if we can catch it in the trees. Should be right there. I don't see it. I don't see it. Anybody see it? I don't see it. Oh, it's right here. Let's see if it goes. Yep, can see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, it faded away right there. That was interesting. It just magically disappeared. Oh, is that it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Oh, there it is. Of course. Look at those clean edges, huh? This is amazing.
The TR3B, maybe some of the best footage I've seen in quite some time. Look at the sharp edges.
Yeah, super sharp
of
fake.
this thing.
The best.
What's
Best fake I've
keeping this
seen
thing
in 2
floating
years,
up there is the propulsion we're all looking for. The anti-grav.
Stop it. Stop it. Propulsion.
He seems like he slowed his.
See, right there, it looked like there was something that made it look fake. The way it came out. Watch, see if you can see it too.
He seems like he slowed his car down. Maybe he's a little hesitant approaching this massive crap. But it's hard to.
No, he's slowing down because he wants to make sure he gets enough sky so people can look at it.
Exactly say how high it is up in the sky, but
Right?
this thing is the typical size of what people state to see, the massive black triangle. We've seen it.
I want to see if you can see it there. I don't think you can.
State to see the
Right here.
massive black triangle.
All right, let's see. This is the last time I'm going to check. Let's see if it disappears a little bit here and some places. Here we go. If you're going to fake something and put it... See what I mean? It starts to get... It disappears. I think it's fake. Now look, it disappeared. I knew it. Hold on, let's go back a little bit. Let's do it one more time right there.
This thing is the typical size of what people state to see, the massive black triangle.
All right. Hard edges. Here we go. All right, we're in the trees. Look at this thing starting to disappear. It's breaking down already. Why is that? Look at no more hard edges. Now they're a little mushy, aren't they? How did that snap back into place? Oh, now it's clean again. Oh, look at how dirty it is right there. What are they doing? Smudging the crap out of the film? Oh, wait, it's digital. I'm confused. Lord help us. Look, no hard edges. Where'd it go? There's no tree blocking this. Oh, now look at it. It's totally crystallized into a million pieces. Look at those edges, huh? It even has a little dipsy-do there. Like, I don't understand what happened. Amazing. Let's watch it come out of the trees. Whoa. It broke up again. Come on, guys. This is so stupid. It's a fake and a half. I don't think I need to prove it. I know what some of you are saying. It's the pixelations, Rich. The phone's not that good, and when the trees branches and the leaves get in front of it, it kind of distorts the craft. No, not here. I mean, we can still see. It's just, why would it right there, out of all the places, start to lose its hard edge and turn into mush? Oh, it's almost invisible, half of it. Oh, well, look at this thing. This is terrible. Where's those hard edges? That's not hard anymore. That's fuzzy. Here we go. Oh, it's getting hard. Harder. Oh, a little fuzzy. Look at that. That's awful. Oh my God, look at that. This is terrible. Where'd it go? Get out of there, finger boy. This guy with this freaking
100 feet in length.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh my God. Should be right here. Where is it? Oh.
But again, after a close inspection of this video, we're not seeing any manipulation. We're looking at
no manipulation at all.
Something quite incredible.
No manipulation at all, my peeps. Look at this next one. This next one reminds me of the brouhaha without the ha-ha. Do you know what I mean? The Mexican witch that attacked the police officer. He called it, I think they called it the bruja. Had a broom and everything. Here's the broom. Where's the ha of the bruja? Look at this thing. What in the... I thought maybe this is a kite. Check this out now. Watch how big I think this thing is. Let's see if I'm right. Or watch it. Give it a minute. This thing's weird. I don't know what that is, dude. That looks like Jeepers Creepers' wing fell off, and it got stuck in the Matrix in the middle of nowhere. A plane, helicopter. Look at the size of it. Yeah, I know it's closer to the camera than the helicopter, but it's big. Look at that.
Right, roll this once again. We're going to get some extreme close-ups of this unusual object up in the sky. These UFOs, they just keep coming in different shapes and sizes. Could you imagine what is the unlimited amount of UFO craft that has been built in our universe through the beginning of time? There's got to be trillions of them coming in different sizes.
Trillions of craft. Trillions of craft.
Different kinds of technology, but what's going on over the major city of Sao Paulo is remaining a question. People were in shock today.
No, they weren't.
Look at that. We got a helicopter surveying this UFO. This is so wicked. Look at the odd.
Wait. Dude. Can't do that. I did not see the helicopter surveil the object. It was just flying by, and it's probably a mile away from the damn thing. Take a look. Seriously.
Today.
Look at it. This is more in focus. That's out of focus. That means that thing's quite a distance away for the size it is. It's not surveilling this thing. It never came back.
Look at that. We got a helicopter surveying this UFO. This is so wicked. Look at the oddity and the shape of this craft.
I got
this
your
isn't no
oddity
airplane.
right
This
here.
is no drone. This is something very unusual, and it seems to have caught the eye of the military presence. They're flying a helicopter.
Oh, it looks like a praying mantis almost, yeah? Or, it looks like an origami even. Or a scorpion. It's the Scorpion King.
Observing this unknown craft that just made its way over the skies of Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo. Not Sao Paulo. Hey, it's Sal. Hey, Sal. Hi, everybody. My name's Sao Paulo. You can call me Sal, damn you. Hey, Sal. Yes, damn it. Do you believe the Russians have anything to do with this craft? Oh, God, no. They wouldn't even know where Quincy Adams lives.
Yeah, look at that. The helicopter just approaches it in close proximity. Maybe they didn't want to get too close.
Hey, life is too close. No thank you for this. That is a weird craft, I have to be honest. That is a weird, wild craft. I have some better sightings than that. Let's pull mine up. Not mine. Oh, what's this? Did I forget? Oh, the WOW signal. Did you hear about this? You guys know what the WOW signal is, right? Yeah, 1977, the strangest noise from interstellar space or whatever it is, right? We got a signal. No, it was a signal from our own. Well, anyway, the WOW 7, everyone buzzing about aliens. Scientists just reanalyzed it with modern tech and found it was way more powerful than we thought. And still can't explain it. The signal didn't come from Earth, satellites, or comets. Best guess? Might be a wild cosmic flare from a hydrogen cloud, but extraterrestrial life isn't ruled out. The search for answers is back on, and the mystery is it's juicier than ever. Oh, that's a shame. Wait, what? Doc Skinner? Joyce Skinner. Oh, okay. I thought Doc Skinner was that. I'm like, say word. I think I have one more thing here. What do we got? Hold on. Danny Sheehan. Danny Sheehan, my guys. Oh my God. I'm so glad I remembered this just now. You're going to thank me for this. Sheehan tells Fox 32 Chicago News that elements with the CIA and DOD have committed perjury to Congress by denying that the U.S. has recovered a non-human origin extraterrestrial spacecraft and bodies. See, Danny Sheehan doesn't know everything, but I think Danny Sheehan has heard more than anybody on the planet in this field of research because he's a lawyer, and a lot of those guys lawyered up thinking they were going to come forward, told him a lot of shit. He says they've recovered the bodies that they've DNA tested and are now confirmed that they're non-human. There appear to be some craft that have been back engineered and constructed that are being flown by the U.S. personnel, U.S. Air Force personnel in a deep secret program. See, doesn't that sound like treason to you? What the hell are you doing, Danny Sheehan, telling everybody what's going on with this stuff? Oh, it's just common knowledge? I don't know. Sheehan says the UAP Disclosure Act, which the Senate will vote on in the coming weeks, would mandate the release of this information to the public. It's not going to happen. It's going to get shot down again. Third time's a charm. Nope, not for that guy. Check this out. 4 minutes of Danny Sheehan dropping bombs and, his hair looks even worse. And God, that looks awful. Get that thing cut.
If they do pass it,
It actually looks like a mop. His hair finally mopped out. Mopped out.
What will we find?
Well, what we're going to find out is that there is an element deep within the Defense Department and the operations director of the Central Intelligence Agency that has been committing perjury to Congress, lying, denying the fact that they have recovered a non-human origin extraterrestrial spacecraft and the bodies that they've now DNA tested and know to be non-human.
You're saying, because you represent some whistleblowers, you're saying that they have...
Wait a minute. You know, Danny Sheehan's dropping some serious jargon here. Jargon. I'm dyslexic. He's throwing it down like he knows some stuff. Hey, have we seen those DNA tests? I didn't think so. Have we seen the bodies? No. It's just, I don't know. You know, I always hear how the government lies about a lot of stuff, and we just heard Elizondo lie again and be a hypochondriac. No, wait. What are those people? The hypocrites. We got a lot of those in this field that are on that side of ufology that are seemingly falling apart. That whole side is starting to fall apart. It started about 8 months ago.
Disclosed to you that this evidence exists, these documents exist, that these phenomena have come indeed from out of this world with actual alien species.
That they know they're non-human.
Did they describe what those species are or look like?
Well, actually, not yet to the public. We've gotten this information out. But the fact of the matter is that if we get this bill passed, and we're getting in the process this in the first week of September, we're hoping as soon as they come back from their summer.
We lost him, guys. Danny Sheehan used to be good. He used to not believe everything. Now he believes everything.
Break, that the Senate is going to pass a 64-page bill that mandates that all of the information that is 25 years old or more, that's basically anything before 2000, basically has to be immediately publicly released to the people. Okay, and anything else is going to be submitted to a 9-person panel to be appointed by the president. And that panel is not only to go through it and decide what else to release right away, but they're going to set up a 7-year program called the UAP Controlled Disclosure Campaign Plan, to release all of this information over the next 7-year period so that we can adjust our economic systems, our geopolitical structures, our domestic political structures, to try to accommodate the fact that we now are aware of the fact that there's an extraterrestrial civilization surrounding us. So
this law is set up to that if we do confirm this evidence, that the American people, the world population, will learn about this in a measured fashion. Does this include some of those space or those craft that were captured by U.S. Air Force pilots?
I laid it out the day after disclosure. What do? You start running classes like mandatory for people to watch, and you play them all day about what the aliens look like, where they're coming from. If we have this information, we should, the way they're talking, we should know something like that. But, Sheehan doesn't know. You come from I can't tell you anything yet. Just know that there are bodies and we have craft. That's it. You told me something I already knew. And that's what we're going to get for the next 7 years. But he's saying the next 7 years, we need to accommodate for the new technology that's going to be released to the public. Oh, my God. Yeah. We lost him. We lost Danny Sheehan. He was good for a while. What are you going to do, right? Kids. Sucks. Amazing. But the day after, American people, this is Joe Stewart from NBC News in Washington, D.C. Well, we aren't alone. Shocking breaking news from the White House as aliens announced their arrival last night on the White House lawn. Something people have been saying should have happened over 70 years ago, but better late than never. Now, with that being said, today's guest is going to be the alien leader, Zich. And Zich, believe it or not, is wearing, and I can't really tell, but it's technology that is looking like your skin. Can you explain that to us, Zich? What? We don't. What is he doing? What are you doing? No, don't. Oh, hello? Oh, this is interesting. Oh, I'm reading his mind. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I know. That's the first radio interview with the leader, Zich. Yeah, it's going to be good. He's going to do a mind meld live on TV. You'll see. And then, the host will come back and be like, you ain't going to believe this shit. You ain't going to believe what I just found out. He mind melded with me. I know everything. I know all their language. I can speak it. Watch. Oh my God, I'm speaking. I don't understand how to say that yet, but it's their language. Oh God. Oh, this is going to be great. What's that? Oh no. Oh. He said he would like, why do you have to cover my face up just to talk to me? It's going to be weird. It'll never happen. So the next day you run the courses like I talked about on TV. You make one channel, you call it Learn the Greys or whatever. Learn all about our new alien brothers and sisters and cousins and uncles. Learn where they come from. Learn what do they eat. Do they play sports? Do they have genitalia? How do they speak? Do they speak? Do they mind read? Can they see color? What do they see? Infrared, night vision. Oh, just throwing it out there. And then we learn all about the aliens, their cultures, what they like to do. And basically what they like to do is go planet to planet and I guess refresh it. And I guess what like flipping a house. They're flipping planets. You understand? So it's a good thing, right? Does that sound... Wait. What are we talking about? Flipping... What are they gonna... Wait, does anybody know? Does that sound threatening? Is it just me? They go planet to planet like a house. You flip a house, they're gonna flip the planet? Oh, yes. This is the final end days, Rich. Didn't you see last night? Maybe you were sleeping after you had sex with your new alien friend. Did you know that's a male you're sleeping with? Say what? Oh, yeah. Their genitalia is reversed. I'm just kidding with you. It was a woman. All right, guys. We got to find out what these fuckers eat, too. I don't want them taking all the cows because they like to abduct them. Oh, that's not them? Oh. But they're on the way. They're on the way? Yeah, that's 3i Atlas. Yep, that's the new sports model pleasure cruiser craft, if you haven't heard. Yeah, Bob Laser talked about it. All right, guys, I got to get the health out of here. Hope everybody had a great time tonight. It was nice talking to you. Very special night. Thank you. Hey, I'd like to thank the moderators and super chatter. Do we have a super chat? I don't think we had a super chat. It's all right. It happens. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. Will you do it? Leave a comment. I don't give a shit. All right. We'll see you guys. What's today? Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't know. Think about tomorrow. Tomorrow I may do something different for you. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. No. All right. I'll see you guys on the flip. Yeah. Tomorrow, I said. All right. Hey, if you guys ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Keep looking up. Stop looking in your phone and all that shit when you're walking, driving. People in the pool today. They're like, I can't swim without my iPad. Rejects. All right, we'll see you guys on the Flipperooski. We're going to take you out of here with just some old shit. See you later. Oh, Alien Bless. And see you tomorrow. Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man.
Hit the wrong button.